Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tamassaka bi sunnatihi bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu salam and upon his family and upon his companions and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day, to proceed, فنواصل مع أمهاتنا وبناتنا وأخواتنا في هذا الدرس العظيم في هذه الليلة الكريمة المباركة التي نسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن ينفعنا فيها. So we continue, ikhwan, with our beloved mothers and our beloved daughters and our beloved sisters in al-Islam in this noble and blessed night of ours, a night that which we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us therein, a night that we ask our Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us therein, وأن يعلمنا بما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا إنه هو ولي ذلك والقادر عليه. And we ask that Allah, He teaches us that which will benefit us, and He benefits us with that which He has taught us, for indeed He is the wali of that, والقادر عليه, and He is the one who has all might and strength to do that. قبل أن نبدأ ننظر إلى واجبات نسائنا وبناتنا وأخواتنا. So before we begin, we ask the women to pass up their homeworks or their homework, as we have two of our mothers' homework. Walhamdulillah, we have the homework of our Shaykha Waliya أنها كمت بالواجب, that she has fulfilled her homework. Don't eat your shirt so much. وعندنا طيب واجب أمي أرشان بنت أكرم, وهي كمت أو قامت بواجبها أيضا, والحمد لله رب العالمين. طيب. Yeah, Sheikh, you can give the brother some paper?
What do you want?
Something to write on? And a pencil? نقلي ما شاء الله 25 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 ما شاء الله عقلي جميلا. شكرا يا أخي. سماش خذي أو خذ هذا إلى النساء. You can take this to the young lady. Don't eat your shirt يا أخي. طيب نواصل. You can close one of them. شكرا يا أخي. نواصل في كلام شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية رحمه الله تعالى. So we continue, ikhwan. Why is it doing that? It's echoing. We continue in the word
Here's how you can manage your meeting. To hear the tone of your conference call, press star 2. To hear the number of participants, press star 3. To mute and unmute yourself, press star 6. To lock your meeting, press star 7. To mute everybody else with or without personal unmuting, press star 8 several times. To start the stop recording of your conference call, press star 9.
So we continue. Where's the echo on that? You brothers on the conference call, can put yourselves on mute. طيب. So we continue, ikhwan, with the words of Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah ta'ala. As he says, وقوله والتنبيه. How's it doing? Let me see your book. Indicating all of the above. طيب. So نبدأ يا إخوان بكلام شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية رحمه الله تعالى. As he says, والتنبيه على الدليل الفاصل بين الأقاويل. شكرا. He says, also indicating those decisive proofs from the many statements. قال الشيخ العلامة محمد بن صالح العثيمين أي سواء كان الدليل نقليا أم عقليا، لأنه يجب أن نعتبر الدليل العقلي في القرآن ما لم يخالف المنقول. Shaik Uthaymeen says this means, the speech of Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, it means it doesn't matter if the proof is naqliyan or aqliyan. For the brothers on the conference call, put yourselves on mute. For the brothers listening and the sisters listening, put yourselves on mute. He says, if the proofs, if it's naqliyan or aqliyan. وَتَعَلَّمْنَا مَا هُوَ نَقْلِي وَمَا هُوَ عَقْلِي. And we learned what is naqliyan and what is aqliyan. Aqliyan is one's intellectual understanding or tafseer. And the naqliyan is the evidence, the textual evidence. He says, for indeed it's obligatory upon us to consider the intellectual evidence that's derived from, or intellectual evidence from the Quran, or with regards to the Quran, as long as it does not oppose the textual evidence. وإلا فالعقل لا شك أنه أو أن له مدخلا كبيرا في فهم القرآن. He says, for indeed the intellectual evidence is no doubt about it that the intellect, it plays a major role in one's understanding the Quran. ولهذا يأمرنا الله عز وجل بالتفكر في كثير من آيات القرآن الكريم. And for this reason Allah has commanded us with the pondering and reflecting in many ayat from the Noble Quran. بل إن التدبر في قوله تعالى ليدبروا آياته. Al-ayat Surah As-Sad. He says, rather Allah Ta'ala in His statement, He has commanded us to ponder and reflect. As He says, لِيَدَّبَّرُوا آيَاتِهِ, so that the people will ponder and reflect over His ayat, over His evidences. Surah As-Sad. يدخل فيه المعنى العقلي الذي يدركه الإنسان بعقله. And embedded in this is the intellectual meaning, that which the person he reaches by way of his intellect. قال شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية رحمه الله تعالى. Shaykh al-Islam, he mentions, we also have يا إخوان واجب أختنا نعيشة ونادية وقمة واجبهما. So they have completed their homework also. والحمد لله رب العالمين. نعم. خذ هذا إلى النساء يا سماج. سورة الصاد. Don't run. آية 29. قال شيخ الإسلام ابن تيمية رحمه الله تعالى: فإن الكتب المصنفة في التفسير مشحونة بالغث والسمين والباطل الواضح والحق المبين. Shaykh al-Islam, he says that indeed the books that have been authorized or that have been compiled with regards to tafsir, they have that which is good from them and that which is not good. وَالْبَاطِلِ الْوَاضِحِ, and that which is apparent falsehood. وَالْحَقِّ الْمُبِينِ, and that which is the clear truth. وَالْعِلْمُ إِمَّا نَقْلٌ مُصَدَّقٌ عَنْ مَعْصُومٍ. He says, Shaykh al-Islam, he says, knowledge is considered to be either مُصَدَّقٌ عَنْ مَعْصُومٍ. Homework for this week, عباران, are two phrases once again. تعلمنا تفسيرا لفظيا وتفسيرا معنويا. We have learned, walhamdulillah, the meaning of تفسيرا لفظي and تفسيرا معنوي. وتعلمنا دليل عقلي ودليل النقل أو النقلي. We have also learned the intellectual proofs and the textual proofs. درسنا في هذه الليلة أو واجبنا في هذه الليلة, this week's homework or tonight's homework, two more phrases. The first phrase, نقل مصدق عن معصوم. 4 words. اللاتي يتكلمنا أو يكتبنا في العربية. Those sisters write it in Arabic. You're going to write نقل نون قاف لام. نون قاف لام. Second word, مصدق. ميم صاد دال قاف ميم صاد دال قاف مصدق. Next word. عن عين نون عين نون. Last word. معصوم ميم عين صاد واو ميم. You sisters write in English. First word. نقل. N A Q L U N. نقل. Second word. مصدق. M U صاد A. عفوا M U. I joined Arabic with English. M U S A D D A Q U N. Third word. An A apostrophe noon. Last word. M A apostrophe S U M. قال شيخ الإسلام والعلم إما نقل مصدق عن معصوم. He says knowledge is either the relaying that's believed from an infallible source, وإما قول عليه دليل معلوم, or it's either a statement that has a known proof with it. So knowledge is one of two types. Either it's a believed reliance عن معصوم from an infallible source, وإما قول عليه دليل معلوم, or either it's a statement that's supported by a known proof. وما سوى ذلك فإما مزيف مردود. And anything other than that, it's either falsehood that's rejected, وإما موقوف لا يعلم أنه بهرج ولا منقود, or either it's something that you stop at because you don't know if it's the falsehood or the correction or that which is correct is ascertained. Something you don't know if it's false or if it's correct. So therefore you stop. So he says knowledge, Shaykh al-Islam, knowledge is either a reliance that's believed from an infallible source, or قول عليه دليل معلوم, or it's a statement that has a known proof with it or that supports it. وما سوى ذلك, anything other than that, فإما مزيف مردود. Either it's rejected falsehood, وإما موقوف, or something that you stop at. لا يعلم أنه بهرج ولا منقود. Something that you don't know, the falsehood of it cannot be ascertained, nor can the truth of it be ascertained. So you stop. You don't know if it's truth or falsehood, so you stop. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله: العلم الحقيقي إما نقل مصدق عن معصوم وهو الرسول عليه الصلاة والسلام. Shaykh Uthaymeen, he mentions, so the true knowledge, pay attention ya ummi wa ya binti wa ya ukhti, al-ilm al-haqiqiyyu, true knowledge is either a reliance that's believed from an infallible source, and this infallible source is the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. وَإِمَّا قَوْلٌ عَلَيْهِ دَلِيلٌ مَعْلُومٌ, or it's either a statement that's supported by a known proof. يعني قولا أو قولا لبعض العلماء من الصحابة والتابعين ومن بعدهم. Shaykh Uthaymeen, he says, this means, the second part, it means a statement from some of the scholars, from the companions of the Messenger of Allah, and the tabi'een, and those that came after them. فَعُنْظُرْ الآن يا أمي. So pay attention, O my beloved mother. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So pay attention, O my beloved mother. Knowledge, true knowledge, is either knowledge is either, is either a reliance that is believed from an infallible source, and this infallible source is the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. وَإِمَّا قَوْلٌ عَلَيْهِ دَلِيلٌ مَعْلُومٌ, or either it's a statement that is supported by a known evidence or known proof. قال الشيخ عثيمين يعني قولا لبعض العلماء من الصحابة والتابعين ومن بعدهم. Shaykh Uthaymeen says this means a statement from some of the scholars, from the companions and the tabi'een and those that came after them. هذا السؤال لأمهاتنا. This question is for our beloved mothers. ما تعريف الصحابي? What's the definition of a companion? 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 قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله لكن عليه دليل معلوم من المعقول أو من المنقول. He says, however, this statement, it has a proof. Remember, sisters, the proof can be of two types, naqliyan and aqliyan. A proof that's textual and a proof that's intellectual. Shaykh Uthaymeen, he says, however, this statement, it has a known proof, either that's textual or intellectual. وَلِهَذَا نَحْنُ نُثْبِتُ دَلِيلَ الْقِيَاسِ. So for this reason, we establish the proof of deduction of analogy. وَهُوَ مِنَ الدَّلِيلِ الْعَقْلِ. And this is from the intellectual proofs. This is from the intellectual proofs. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله تعالى. Shaykh Uthaymeen, he continues. رحمه الله تعالى وهذه ينبغي أن نجعلها قاعدة لمعرفة العلم الحقيقي. He says, so here it's upon us to make a principle, for us to know what is true knowledge. And this principle is just as we learned. We're going to give it to you for homework this week. This week's homework is going to be a little longer. In English, you're going to write, for those sisters writing in English, your homework is true knowledge. This is what I want you to write in English. To save time, we'll write it out after class for those sisters writing in Arabic. To save time. Any of the sisters who want to learn, inshallah, and we encourage our women to do that, ya ikhwan. Any of the women who write in Arabic, we'll write it out for you after class to save time, so we can get a little more benefit before the salah. For the sisters writing in English, you're going to write, what's a good number, Samaj? We give them 25, but this might be a lot for them to write 25 times, right? What you think? They might not come back next week, huh? If I give them this 25 times? 24 times? Samaj said give it to them 24 times. That might be a lot, you sure? I don't want them not to come. I don't want to chase them away. What you think, Samaj?
How about just 20?
20? Okay, give you 20 times. As Sheikh Samaj, he says. In English. And once again, we're going to check your homework as we always do. Whoever doesn't do their homework can't continue with us. You have to sit in the corner and you have to continue your homework. Unless you're sick, not that my head hurt, my stomach, not that type of sickness, a real sickness. Not. At any rate, you're going to write 20 times each. Or 20 times each. Now, you're going to say, write it as I say it. True knowledge is either text that is believed from a reliable source, or a statement that's supported with a known proof. And anything other than that is falsehood that's rejected. True knowledge is either text that's believed from an infallible source, or it's either a statement that's supported with a known proof. And anything other than that is falsehood that's rejected, or that which you stop on. This is your homework in English. For the sisters who wish to write it, and we encourage you to do so. Most of the women write in Arabic, walhamdulillah, their homework. And we encourage you to do so. This week's homework is a little long, 20 times. You're going to write it in English, that's what you're going to write. In Arabic, we're going to write it out for you, inshallah ta'ala. Also waiting on your answer, what's the definition of a companion? Oh, you could say that. قال شيخ عثيمين رحمه الله فالعلم إما نقل مصدق عن معصوم وإما قول عليه دليل معلوم. Shaik Uthaymeen, he says, so knowledge, true knowledge, pay attention, true knowledge is either a reliance or text that's believed from an infallible source, meaning from the Messenger alayhi salatu salam, or قول عليه دليل معلوم, or it's a statement that has a known evidence. وما سوى ذلك فإما مزيف مردود وإما موقوف لا يعلم أنه بهرج ولا منقود. And anything besides that is either falsehood that's rejected. You don't accept falsehood in Islam. Falsehood that's rejected, or something that you stop on. That which its falsehood is not ascertained, nor its truth is not ascertained. You don't know if it's truthful or if it's false. So therefore you stop. So therefore you stop. قال الشيخ عثيمين. We'll try to finish this last paragraph. قال في هذا الكلام سجع. Shaykh Uthaymeen says, and the speech of Shaykh al-Islam is something that's known to the Arab, saj'un. It's something that has some rhythm to it. It sounds nice. It has some rhythm. والسجع إذا لم يكن متكلفا فإنه لا شك يزين الكلام. Shaykh Uthaymeen says, and this rhythm, this thing that rhymes, that sounds eloquent, that sounds nice, is it if it's not done in abundance, it's not overdone, if I can say that, then there's no doubt about it that it beautifies the speech. There's no doubt about it that it beautifies one's speech. وَيُحَبِّبُهُ إِلَى النَّفْسِ, and it is beloved to the soul. وَلِهَذَا يَقَعْ أَحْيَانًا فِي كَلَامِ الرَّسُولِ عَلَيْهِ الصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ. And for this reason, sometimes you find that this rhythm, it even comes in the hadith of the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam sometimes. وَلَكِنْ بِدُونِ تَكَلُّفْ. However, it's done without being excessive, without being overdone. It doesn't do anything to the speech as far as the meaning. It just makes it sound nice. For example, it beautifies it, as the Sheikh says. As long as this beautification here, this sajr, this rhythm is not overdone, then there's no problem with that. And in reality, it beautifies the speech. It beautifies the speech. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله تعالى والمؤلف يقول. He says, and the author says. Who's the author, Ibrahim? Whose book are we reading from? Oh, Ibrahim. Whose book are we reading from? Shaykh Abdul Mu'min. Without looking at your book. Oh.
Shaykh Islam.
Shaykh al-Islam. We also have the homework. We're still waiting on the answer of our sisters, of our mothers and our daughters. What's the answer? What's the meaning of a companion? We have the homework from our mother, Sister Samira. And we have the homework, naqliyun and aqliyun. Jayyid. And we also have the homework of Sister Khadija, Tafsirun Naqliyun, Tafsirun Aqliyun. MashaAllah. And we also have the homework of Kashif, Tafsirun Aqliyun, Tafsirun Aqliyun. Okay, and we have Ishaq's homework also. And we have Sister Basima. Basima. ما معنى بسمة يا عبد السلام? What does it mean بسمة? What does it mean بسمة? Who was studying Arabic? What does it mean بسمة? I sent her to smile. So we also have Sister Ishaq's homework also. Shukran. So we'll do this in 1 second. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله تعالى والمؤلف يقول وما سوى ذلك المشار إليه. He says, and with Shaykh al-Islam, the author says, and that which is beyond that, he says, أي النقل المصدق عن معصوم. He says, meaning that which is not a proof that's believed from an infallible source. والقول الذي عليه دليل. And that which is not a statement that has a known proof with it. Anything besides that, anything that's not considered to be true knowledge. What's true knowledge? Shaykh Abdul Mu'min? Two things. True knowledge.
True knowledge.
Either
something that comes from
text.
infallible.
Something that comes from infallible source. MashaAllah, Shaykh. Or
Or
something that has
that's
a
intellectual. No.
Ibrahim. True knowledge is what? You brothers memorize also. Just because for the sister, Ikhwan, doesn't mean we can't benefit. The sisters, they say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. A companion of the Messenger of Allah is someone who met the Messenger of Allah alayhi salatu wasalam during his prophethood, believed in him, and died upon Islam. وهذا صحيح.
Something to say.
Huh?
Something to say.
A statement that has supported a known text. And this text can either be aqlun or naqliyun. It can be textual or intellectual. Which one has more right, Abdus Salam? That which is textual or that which is intellectual? Which one do you pick first? The textual, not the actual. The intellectual. It's allowed to use your intellect for proof. It's allowed, according to Shaik Uthaymeen. Yeah, as long as
it doesn't go against.
It doesn't go against the naql. It doesn't go against the text. You understand? He says, فَإِمَّا مُزَيَّفٌ مَرْدُودٌ. Anything other than that, other than a narration from an infallible source or a statement that has unknown evidence, then it's falsehood that's rejected. وَهَذَا يَكُونُ فِي مَقَابَلِ النَّقْلِ الْمُصَدَّقَ. And this is that which opposes. It opposes. This is how you determine if something is false, Ibrahim. It goes against that reliance that's believed from an infallible source. وَإِمَّا مَوْقُوفٌ لَا يُعْلَمُ أَنَّهُ بَهْرَجٌ وَلَا مَنْقُودٌ. He says, or either it's something that you stop on. It's something that you stop on. You do not know the proof. The falsehood cannot be established, and the truth of it cannot be established. We'll stop here, ikhwan. After the salah, we're going to read one more paragraph of the sisters, inshallah ta'ala. So we won't stop in the middle of the lesson. So we're going to have one more paragraph for our mothers, inshallah ta'ala, ba'da as-salah. بإذن الله الرحمن الرحيم وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله والحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد ونواصل يا إخوان. وأخذنا واجب أختنا سميرة وأختنا أم يعقوب وأختنا خديجة وأم كاشف وأختنا Basima. Samaj, let me take this to the sisters.
No, the Jewish cruise class is on Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Because I missed it. Because of the eat. I didn't come down Wednesday.
They only do that. I mean, correct?
No, we do. Because I didn't come Wednesday. Yeah. Plus, I didn't see you yesterday, so that's why I didn't do it. Without you, you the one keep everybody rolling, man.
I'm gonna get serious now, so now.
Alhamdulillah.
I got the
Shukran.
I'm gonna do just like the companion doing the first 10 ayahs.
And then get it down.
Go back and get the tafsir.
They know.
Right, that's what they did.
Alhamdulillah. That's what we're supposed to do. Follow the complaints, how they understood.
You can go on your phone up when I need help. You know another sort I love? Suffering.
I know. So fat.
Man, that's deep.
No.
Oh, subhanAllah, you can start out. Yeah, this is cool. You know what I'm going to do? If you want to.
Samaj.
Show them around.
طيب قال الشيخ محمد بن صالح العثيمين رحمه الله تعالى. So Shaik Uthaymeen, he continues as he says, والمؤلف يقول وما سوى ذلك المشار إليه أي النقل المصدق عن معصوم. He says, the author says, He says, the author says, and anything besides that, meaning besides the conveyance that is believed from an infallible source, وَالْقَوْلَ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِ دَلِيلٌ, and or a statement that has a known proof to support it. فَإِمَّا مُزَيَّفٌ مَرْدُودٌ, anything besides these two, a text or reliance that's believed, derived from an infallible source, meaning the Messenger of Allah, or and a statement that has a known proof to support it. Anything besides this, muzayyafun mardudun, is falsehood that is rejected. Is falsehood that is rejected. وَهَذَا يَكُونُ فِي مَقَابَلِ النَّقْلِ الْمُصَدَّقِ, and this is that which is in opposition, or it stands in the way of, is in opposition of the reliance that's believed. وَإِمَّا مَوْقُوفٌ لَا يُعْلَمُ أَنَّهُ بَهْرَجٌ وَلَا مَنْقُودٌ. He says, in where Shaykh al-Islam mentions, or that which is that you stop upon, the third part, that which you stop on, something that you don't know, something that the falsehood has not been established or ascertained, nor has its truthfulness or its truth. قال Shaik Uthaymeen معنى هذا. Shaik Uthaymeen says, the meaning of this, O my beloved mother, and my beloved daughter, and my beloved sister in Islam, it is Samaj. One more time. The meaning of this is أننا نتوقف فيه, is something that we stop on. Since you don't know, its falsehood has not been established. It may be false, but it may not be false. The falsehood of the thing has not been established. It could be truth, or it could be truthful, but it may not be truthful also. And the truth of it has not also been established. So for this, you stop on it. So for this, you stop on it. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله تعالى فالأقسام حينئذ ثلاثة. So Shaykh Uthaymeen, he says, therefore we have three categories. We have three categories. Pay attention, ya ummi, you sisters studying the principles of tafsir. Pay attention to this next principle, or this next benefit. Therefore we have three categories. ما علمت صحته وهو الأول, that which its correctness is known, and this is the first category. ما علمت صحته, that which its correctness is known. وما علم بطلانه وهو الثاني, and that which its falsehood is also known, and this is the second category. Number one, that which its truthfulness, its correctness is established. You know it's correct. There's no doubt about it. Its correctness is established. And this is the first one. وَمَا عُلِمَ بُطُلَانُهُ, and number two, that which is falsehood has been established. Is no doubt about it that is false. Its falsehood is established. وَمَا يَجِبُ التَّوَقُّفُ فِيهِ وَهُوَ الثَّالِث, and number three, that which is an obligation upon you to stop. That which is an obligation upon you to stop. سؤالا و هذا السؤال للبنات ليس للأمهات. This question is for the daughters, not the mothers, only the daughters. To see who's really paying attention. Not the mothers, only the daughters, those who do not have any children. Not the mothers. لماذا نتوقف فيه? The question is, why do we stop upon it? The third category is something that you stop on. My question is, why do you stop on it? Why do you stop? قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله You know why? We'll give the sister some time because the next sentence answers it.
Yep.
So we'll give them a few moments.
It's not fair.
Why do you stop on something? Something comes to you, is no doubt about it that it's correct. Second category, something comes to you, is no doubt about it that it's false. No doubt about it, it's no doubt. It's wrong. You know it's wrong. Its falsehood is established. And the third thing, you stop on it. You don't accept it, you stop. The question is, why do you stop? So we'll continue. قال شيخ عثيمين رحمه الله
This is it. How they explain it in there. I don't know if you understand the handwriting.
No,
Right?
no, that's something. قال الشيخ عثيمين رحمه الله تعالى فالأقسام حينئذ ثلاثة. So now we have three categories. ما علمت صحته وهو الأول. Number one, that which is authenticity or correctness is established. وما علم بطلانه, and that which is falsehood is established. وهو الثاني, and this is the second category. وما يجب التوقف فيه وهو الثالث. And number three, that which is an obligation upon us to stop on. الذي لا نعلم هل هو من النقل المصدق عن معصوم أو من القول الذي عليه دليل معلوم. He says the reason is that we do not know if it is from a reliable source or if it's from a text that's believed from an infallible source, or if it's from a statement that has a known proof upon it or that follows it. Since you don't know, it's not something from the Messenger alayhi salatu salam, from an infallible source, meaning the Messenger of Allah, nor is it a statement that has a known evidence behind it. So therefore you stop, you leave it. You don't know. Its falsehood has not been established, nor has its correction or its authenticity been established. So therefore نتوقف فيه, so we leave it. أو أنه مزيف مردود, nor do you know ماذا, nor do you know if it's falsehood that's been rejected. فلا نعلم هذا ولا هذا, so we don't know this or that. Is it something established, relayed, believed from an infallible source? Is it something that has some text, that's some known text behind it? Or is it falsehood that's been rejected? If you don't know this or that, now you نتوقف فيه, we leave it alone. فالأول مقبول, the first one is accepted. ولا شك, and there's no doubt about that. والثاني مردود, and the second is rejected. If something is established to be false, نرده, we abandon it, we leave it, and there's no doubt about that. No one accepts if the hadith is weak and there's no hadith to support it. Naruddu, we leave it, we abandon it. وَالثَّالِث مُتَوَقَّفٌ فِيهِ, and the third we stop. هذا درسنا في هذه الليلة. This is tonight's lesson. والحمد لله رب العالمين. نواصل في القطعة المقبلة بإذن الله تعالى. We'll continue with the following chapter, or the following. We're still explaining the words of the Shaykh. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is kind of long, 4 paragraphs. We'll continue inshallah ta'ala in the next lesson bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Your homework for tonight, oh my beloved mother, is the phrase in English. For you sisters, write it in English 10 times. You're going to write once again: the true knowledge is a relaying or text that's believed from an infallible source, or a statement that has unknown proof, and anything besides that is falsehood that's rejected, or that which we stop on, or that which you stop on. So we stopped here, ya ikhwan. Tfadal ya Shaykh.
The word, I don't know what's in your book, is qiyas.
Qiyas. Qiyas is like the deduction of analogies or something like that. No. So we stop there. Anything that I said that's correct is from my Lord. Anything that I said is incorrect is from my own self. Wa subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum